Holy shit. Welcome to the official YouTube channel of ForEternia.com. I'm your host AJ, and today we're doing something new and something different. We're calling it For Eternia Mashup, a video where we take something Masters of the Universe and mash it up with something toy related from another brand, another IP, another property. And today we're mashing up the Masterverse Wave 14 New Eternia Merman with the McFarlane Toys Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom DC Multiverse Storm Seahorse. And you know what? Let me tell you the genesis of this mashup. So last week I did an unboxing review of all the figures from Wave 14 of Masterverse. And out of all 4 figures in that wave, to me, this New Eternia Merman reigns supreme. It was a perfect figure. I did have some quality control issues. It looked like there was some glue residue on the eyes. But other than that, it was a perfect figure. So long story short, the video goes live, and then a friend of mine, let's call him Stallion, reached out to me and said, AJ, I watched your unboxing video and it was terrific, and I agree, the New Eternia Merman is the best out of the bunch, but I can make him better. And I replied to him, I was like, there's no way you can make this better. This is a perfect figure. Other than the QC issues, he's a perfect figure to me. So much so that he's not only the best figure out of that wave, but he is a candidate for being the best figure, to me, of 2024. So I challenged him. Go ahead. Prove it to me. How do you improve this already perfect figure? And he said, I have 2 words. Aquaman Seahorse. And I thought about it for a minute. And then I was like, oh, because just the idea of merging this merman with this seahorse in my mind, it conjured up this amazing, brilliant visual. So much that I had to check it out. So I immediately ordered this Seahorse Storm from Amazon. It ran me about $28 US. And now it's arrived, and I can't wait to merge the 2 and see if it's as glorious as I imagine. But first things first, let me get Storm out of the box. Wow, so here he is. Look at this Storm, the Seahorse. Doesn't he look amazingly brilliant? What a brilliantly executed sea creature. I love him. All right, confession time first. I am not a huge Aquaman fan, which means I am not well versed in the Aquaman universe. I do like Batman very much. I'm Batman, surprise, surprise, who doesn't? But in regards to Aquaman, I am not an expert, but I'm sure there's experts out there watching this video, yelling at their screen saying, AJ, Storm is not a seahorse, he's a sea dragon. And yep, according to the bio card that comes included with this action figure, they actually refer to Storm as a sea dragon. But come on, look at him, it's a seahorse. But what a glorious seahorse he is. So let's first do a size comparison, because this is a mashup video and we need to see the size of Storm in relation to Merman, and look how the seahorse towers over Merman. It's just so fantastic. All right, now we want to actually take a measurement of Storm, and I have my Masters of the Universe Revelation tape measure, and we're going to do its height and its length, and we're going to include its base because he's not going to be able to stand up without it. So first, let's measure his height. So this sea dragon, seahorse, measures roughly 38 centimeters in height, which is 15 inches. And then his length is roughly 38 centimeters long, which translates to 15 inches. Well, that's interesting. So Storm is as tall as he is long. So let's talk articulation of Storm. Now, when it really comes to vehicles and mounts in the action figure collector market, articulation is really a short conversation. You really don't expect that much, but we do have some articulation. It looks like the head itself is on a ball joint, and he can look up and he can look down and, around and round. Other than that, his fins here, they come out a little. Well, what's also funny is they go 360 degrees. And then finally, I guess you could call this articulation, you can actually spin his tail, but when the paint doesn't line up, who's going to want to do this? I know I'm not. So I doubt many people are going to be using that as a functionary point of articulation. There's one more point of articulation I didn't catch, but is rather cool, and it's in the actual bass, where you can pivot storm down, you can pivot storm up, and side to side. So now let's talk about the best part of Storm, and this is the sculpting and the paint application. First, it's just so amazingly sculpted with all those ridges, and the fins are beautiful. It's really the paint application, but the sculpting's amazing in itself. The ridges and the fins of this creature, and even the armor set, which is beautiful. I love the saddle, and I love having the reins here. Look at his orange eyes, but it's really the paint application that is so gorgeous because it all has this airbrushed feel to it. Look at these fins, and same thing with the breast of the body and these fins. Everything just looks airbrushed and so gorgeous. And this is why it's probably going to complement New Eternia Merman so well, because that figure looked airbrushed too. I think these are going to look so great together. So, all right, it's enough looking at this separately. It's time to mash them together. Holy sh! This looks amazing. Wow, look how great these two look together. It's like this Storm was built for Merman. There's no way I can imagine Aquaman looking as good on this saddle as this New Eternia Merman does. The way their colors just merge together, they're meant for each other. Look at this. This is amazing. Wow, if you're looking for a centerpiece of your collection, if you can't afford a statue, if you can't afford Mondo, then this is the combo you buy. This seahorse, again, was only $28 US. And then this New Eternia Merman figure, only $22. But it looks brilliant. It looks 10 times more expensive than that, And people, they're going to walk in their room and they're going to see this thing and go, wow, what is that? And it's just such a brilliant combination that works well together. The paint application, the airbrush techniques. It just looks gorgeous. And, if you like merman, if you like seahorses, sea dragons, then this is the combo for you. This was a successful mashup. And I just want to thank my buddy Stallion because, man, he was right. He did make this figure more perfect. All right, that's it. I want to thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.